Wow, this AI stock is going insane, going through the roof. It's breaking all records and people are retiring off this one stock. What do you think it is? You might notice there's an AI boom in the markets right now, and Nvidia, which isn't even an AI stock per se, is predicted by Forbes, no less, to still surpass Apple's valuations to become the largest stock in the markets of all time. Why do you think this is happening? So Nvidia is basically one of those chip manufacturers, GPU. If you play games, you know what they do. But however, since ChatGPT and all these GPT-4 whatever have come to the markets, they really need really fast calculations and computing. And that's where AMD and Nvidia comes in, except Nvidia has been betting on this AI wave, and basically its GPUs just works better and faster and more efficient. And that's why it is, whilst there is a competition between Microsoft and Google and even Baidu, some of these companies to try to create the next breakthrough in AGI, they do realize now that chips is now quintessential, that Nvidia's chips are quintessential to this big competition. And that's why Tesla, Elon Musk himself, has bought a ton of these, right? A ton of these GPUs from Nvidia just recently. So is now the chance to get into Nvidia if it's doing so well? Well, remember when everyone's so bullish and rushing in, we could be near the end of a trend, right? Remember on the 7th of May when Pablo He-Man told you that the major listings usually mark the top for things like Pepe. So Pepe is probably gonna top right on the listing on Binance. And what happened to Pepe? And of course, Pepe is down 80% since listing on the first day it topped on Binance. So maybe Pablo knows a thing or two. So people are comparing this AI run-up in the stocks to the dot-com tech boom. I'm glad they talk about it, because the dot-com was actually really famous for the dot-com crash. And I think there are a lot of similarities. Basically, a new technology that's very revolutionary comes to the markets, and people think it's going to change everything. Of course, indeed it does. Right now, we all use the internet. I'm communicating to you through internet, and that's changed all our lives. But the problem is this: they tend to overvalue these stocks in the short term. There tends to be a hype and a craze in the short term that's unjustified. And that's why we had the dot-com crash. So here we'll go. This is the run-up in dot-com stocks, right, in the year 99, 2000. And basically, look, it topped and then came down and had a massive bounce because everybody thought these dot-coms were going to take over the world. They were kind of correct. It's just that it would take another 10 years for it to happen. They were too early. And this is the NASDAQ 100. This is what it looks like today. A massive run-up, right? Tanked, right? Crashed down, and then a little bounce. And then what happened? Then back to year 2000, after the bounce, massive crash for 3 years. Of course, this is not financial advice. Do your own homework.